a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the USC Trojans, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Bears will kick it off to get us underway. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Gain of 4. That's a first down for the offense.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Takes the easy completion. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Neutrals on instruction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Calls his own number, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Trojans offense will have its first possession of the game. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quick strike complete. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. The quick out. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, is still short of the first down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go back to the air on second down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Did not take long to get into the end. This gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
In an offense, if you're going to be successful running the ball, and I don't care who it is carrying it, you've got to have receivers that are willing to block. You've got to have guys that are willing to get involved. How about the receiver here on the stock block going and picking off that safety?
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. It's caught. It's out. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He wants to pass it on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Absolutely perfect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Golden Bears in the hurry-up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air, it's Mendoza. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch in the middle. It's Brady. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the red zone, looking for a man. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference.
Touchdown, Cal! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets one fly deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. To throw, it's Mendoza. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give from the gun. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Slips away, and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 27 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The offense set for a first down play. Right back to it. Able to get 1 down to the 15.
Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. Second down.
Now on second down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 1 in the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
21.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give out of the gun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Give to the single back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on fourth down.
And I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect when you just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward, go get it. Love the call.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, looking again to throw. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
USC
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. And now we're set up to see if they can hang on to this 1-point lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it, Lito? What's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Man, there is nothing worse in the world than that feeling right there. Missing a field goal when your team needs it the most, that's what you do. You're a kicker. You're supposed to make those. Man, oh man, Palmer, that stings.
He's going to carry that miss for a long time too, David. Obviously, the offense and the team put him in a position to come through for them. He's just going to have to learn from this, get back to practice, and want to make it next time he gets that opportunity.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.